Guys, so for today's video, I'm going to show you my November 2020 Glossybox, and I'm actually going to be applying some of the products. I have kind of a base layer of makeup on, but there are some products in here that I thought I would demo for you. So if you haven't seen how these are shipped, make sure my address isn't showing. It comes in an outer box with a tear-off tab, I guess. They included a couple of little vouchers in here, Venchero watches, it looks like, and Bright Cellars wine. So the Venchero watches might be a unique code. If anyone is interested in it, I'm happy to give it to you. I don't plan on using them. It's just junk mail kind of that you get in these boxes. Okay, so unlike last month, we have the standard light pink box here. I don't know if I'll hold on to this or not. They are nice and hard, so you can use them for storage, whatever you like. And I did take a peek at the flyer insert to see what was in the box, but I haven't actually opened it. So that is how it's presented. It has a ribbon there and the little flyer that tells you about the products. And it looks like the theme for this month is makeup and magic, which is kind of an interesting theme for November. But I like the products they chose, so I'm not too upset about it. So, standard black ribbon. Let's see if it'll untie. And then it has a tissue paper and a sticker. Okay, so the first product in here is something I was actually kind of excited to see, and that is the LA Splash eyeshadow palette. This is the, let's see if they say what it is exactly. It's called the Magic Palette. So I think this is a new release from LA Splash, which is kind of nice to see. It has a very shiny, reflective outer case. And then the inner palette is kind of the reverse. So it is black with that gold foil. And I did see this, I think, on their Instagram, and I was kind of intrigued by it, so I was excited to see this in the box. So those are the shades. I mean, they're fairly basic neutrals, but we'll see how the quality is on the eyelids. And this retails for $32. It says, cast a spell with every look you create using this universally flattering eyeshadow palette, perfect for day or night, containing 8 rich and pigmented shades to make you feel bold and beautiful. You'll be ready for all the holiday festivities coming your way. So that is the first product. And to go with that, let's see, we have a brush from, I guess, Spectrum brushes. And it has like a Zodiac, it's a Spectrum Zodiac. So I don't know if this is a special collection. It's like a plasticky type sleeve here. It says it is the B07 Tall Crease Blender. So there was a little tab that I just pulled out. And then, okay. It's interesting that there wasn't like a plastic sleeve around the brush. So it appears to be black and gold. I don't really see anything that's specifically Zodiac about this other than the stars on the packaging. It's pretty soft. Let's see what it says. It says it retails for $8.99. And it says, add definition to your eye makeup with this star-studded blending brush. There isn't really anything star-studded about this, so I don't really know why they've gone with that, but the star-studded blending brush. It's super soft synthetic bristles taper at the tip to a flame shape that effortlessly glides across the lid for the perfect blend. So we'll see how that performs with the LA Splash eyeshadows. And then one last eye product. There is the Duce, I don't know if that's how you say it, Ultra Precision Eyeliner. It says this waterproof pencil eyeliner has a velvety smooth formula that glides on without pulling or tugging. You'll never have to worry about smearing again. And this has a retail value of $22, and apparently you can get it at lookfantastic.com. Alright, so the first 3 products I've shown you are all full size, and this looks to be a black kohl eyeliner. It says waterproof formula, made in Germany. And I don't usually go for black because I find that it can be a little harsh on my eyelids, so we'll see if I use that. But it does look to be a nice kind of creamy formula. I'm glad they didn't put a liquid eyeliner in though, because I feel like I just get so many liquid eyeliners that I never end up using. And the bottom of the box, by the way, just has that kind of crinkly paper packaging. Okay, so the last two products are both skincare. They included a pair of the Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. And this is supposed to have a retail value for one pair of $4.16. The full size, which has 6 pairs, is $25. And it says, experience 3 innovative layers of luxury with these award-winning eye masks, packed with hyaluronic acid and aloe leaf extract to hydrate, depuff, and more. Your under eyes will look brighter than ever. So I think these are kind of a cult product now. I've never tried them. I'm not really huge into under eye masks to begin with, but I might give this one a shot just to see if it's worth the hype. Okay, so that is a skincare product, and then we also got, this is a pretty small sample here. It has these mighty patches. These just look like the flat kind. Let's see, it says, say goodbye to breakouts with this duo. The invisible patches can be worn under makeup. I've used patches like that, and I disagree. I mean, I don't think they would become invisible, just put it that way. Especially if the finish is different. They can be worn under makeup and help to extract impurities, protecting your skin while reducing the pimple. Afterwards, reach for the rescue balm to speed up skin healing. So it says this deluxe mini set is worth $4. The Mighty Patch full size has 39 patches for $18, and the Rescue Balm, the full size, is 15 milliliters, and it's a $12.99 value. So there are 6 in here, and it just says they're hydrocolloid, so they're not like salicylic acid or tea tree or anything like that. So I think given the maskne situation that a lot of us are dealing with at the moment, I think this is a good thing to include. So I've been using the Peter Thomas Roth, I think they're salicylic acid little dots. So if I had to choose between the two, I would probably go with those because they have some kind of active ingredient, but who knows, I might try those. And then this says it's a post-blemish recovery cream with panthenol, beta-glucane, and oligopeptides. So it just says it melts into skin, leaving it looking smoother, bouncier, and visibly renewed. So I don't know how this is different from like a moisturizer. So not totally over the moon about those products, but I believe the Glossybox retails for $20-something, 21, 22, something like that. So it's a little less expensive than like BoxyCharm or the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, which are I think the same price at $25. So I would expect to get kind of the same level of product. So let's try out this eyeshadow, shall we? Okay, so it does have a little mirror in there if you can see that. So make sure I remember to use that brush. I'm going to use my Inglot 28PO and go into the shade Selenite, I guess, which is this white matte. And I usually, okay, seems pretty pigmented and blendable. I usually set my primer. I use the Fenty eyelid primer. It's had a chance to set pretty well by this point, so not too worried about that. Okay, so let's try out this brush here. It's kind of like a tapered shape. It looks a little uneven, to be honest. So I don't know if you guys can see. Oops. Focus. So it looks a little uneven, to be honest, and I don't know, why can't I do this? I don't know if I washed it, if it would kind of come back. It just looks like the bristles are shorter in some places. So I have a pretty decent brush collection. I'm just going into Sunstone, which is like a light peach, that second shade, and kind of lay this down. I mean, it is nice and soft. And I guess I wouldn't expect a tremendous amount from like a $9 brush. I mean, buy whatever brushes your budget allows, but if you can get maybe some Refer brushes when they go on sale. I mean, I use the same brushes over and over, as you may have noticed. So kind of once you find the brushes you like for how you like to do your makeup, you just tend to kind of reach for the same ones. All right, so that seemed to apply pretty well. I'm gonna use the Refer, speak of, number 3 in the same shade and just go underneath a little bit. I tend to have a pretty watery lower lash line. Okay, so I'm going to go back to one of my old brushes here. This is the MAC 286. It's a tapered duo fiber. I don't think they make this brush anymore, at least not. I think this might be a blend of natural and synthetic. I'm not entirely sure, but I think MAC is now all synthetic. So going into Tiger's Eye, which is the matte brown. And I might go back in with Sunstone to blend. So far, I think these shadows are nice. They are, what I say this palette was, 32 for 8 shades. So about $4 a shadow. I don't think that's terrible. And I think Ulta still carries this brand. I don't know if they're considered prestige or not. I have another product from them that wasn't in the box that I'll show you in a minute that I'm going to use. So, okay. So this was basically a palette I was kind of interested in for the packaging. I mean, not even the color story. I just, especially, I forget if I saw this before or after Halloween on their Instagram, but to me it definitely reads more of like a Halloween theme. So I don't know if Glossybox kind of was starting to work with LA Splash before, you know, COVID, or if they had a delay in shipping where they had to push it back. I did film an unboxing of the October Glossybox, which was the first Glossybox I'd had in a long time because I really liked the design of the outer package. And so if you are interested in what I got in that box, you can take a look. So I think these are pretty user-friendly. So if you are not super experienced or comfortable with makeup, I think they blend well, and there's definitely pigment there, but they're not so pigmented that I think it would be really difficult for someone to use. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the Spectrum brush back into Sunstone a little bit, just to kind of add a little bit more warmth there. Okay. And then finally, I'm going to go in with the Chikuhodo GSN9 into the Rose Quartz shade. So we'll see how this does with the metallic. Okay, so it loaded up pretty well on the brush. Might be too much, actually. Okay. So it actually seems to stick pretty well without any kind of setting spray or wetting the brush or using a finger. All right, I think I'm gonna go into Amber, which is more of a, I guess, copper shade, and just tap that on the outer corner. I think that helps just warm it up a tad. I think this is a good shade for blue eyes as well. Kind of bring out the color. All right, I'm just playing around now. I'm gonna go back in with the 286 into the Aragonite shade, which is, I guess I would call this like a camel. I started off with a more neutral, cool tone, and I'm slowly kind of warming it up. Okay, I think you get the idea. I think I've done enough with this palette. I like it. I don't know how often I'll reach for it over some other options. I mean, I like the way that the shades perform. So I guess we can go ahead and do some swatches here. So I'll do the mattes first. They feel nice and creamy. So those are the 4 mattes, and we can do the white. So those are the 4 swatches. I mean, the first 2, especially the second one, is pretty close to my skin tone, so it's just not going to show up very well. The white does have a good amount of pigment, I think, for a white shadow. And then going into Rose Quartz, Citrine, Amber, and Onyx. I think Onyx is actually a matte black too, now that I've swatched it. So I run out arm space. So that's Rose Quartz is really pretty. Citrine is actually not as yellow as it looks in the pan. And that black is pretty good too. So those are the shades right there. So I think this is definitely a solid addition to the box. And those were just on bare skin, by the way, no primer, anything like that. Okay, so I will go ahead and try out the liner, even though, like I said, I don't typically wear black. And this look isn't really that deep, but we'll just go for it. So your standard kind of pencil that you sharpen, and I always start about midway. Sometimes it's a little difficult to apply a cream, or I guess gel eyeliner pencil over kind of more shimmery metallics. I think that did okay. And I go in with this MAC 206 or 203, I think it is. The The number is starting to wear off. It's just a small angled brush that I like to use to blend out eyeliner. So I think that eyeliner performed fine. I don't think you have to run out and buy it. All right, so I will apply mascara, and then I'll come back and show you the other LA Splash product I have, which is this Golden Gatsby highlighter palette. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so the air conditioning has come on, so I apologize if that's distracting. I'm going to apply some of this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Intense that I got a sample of. I just think this is a really great fall color. So this last product I have to share with you, I got on clearance at Ulta a little while ago. So I don't know if it's still available, but I thought I would demo it just for the sake of the formula. This is the Golden Gatsby Old Money. I guess it's just like a highlighter palette. So it is a plastic. And really, again, what drew me to this product was the kind of Art Deco styling. So it has a lady on the inner lid here instead of a mirror, which is interesting. And then there are 4 shades. Dough, which is like a whiter, icier highlight. Mazuma, which is a gold. Sugar, which is kind of a light pink. And then Scratch is more of a peach. So those are the shades right there, just in case you're able to find this. I think I'm going to apply sugar. So hopefully you can see that. The white is more kind of a yellow, like gold, like really light yellow gold, white gold kind of color. Use my trusty Anastasia A23 brush and go into sugar and see there. Okay, so that is the finished look using the products in my November Glossybox. And I did want to mention here, I can do this again without showing my address. There's a little sticker on the side here that says Glossybox November 2020 Volume 2. So generally with Glossybox, everyone gets the same products. There may be 1 or 2 that are a little bit different. So just be aware that if you do sign up for Glossybox this month, your products may vary slightly. I don't know what the other options may be, but I just wanted to let you know that in case you were interested. So that's going to be it for this video. Again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.